So the good news, guys, is that you want to know the good news. OET Center is now in Accra, Ghana. Like, as in. Good morning, guys. How are you doing? I know you are doing absolutely amazing. If it is your first time of coming across my channel, my name is Becca. I'm a migrant nurse from Ghana in West Africa. I'm currently practicing and living in London, and on this channel basically I talk about nursing. I do lifestyle videos, a little bit of me, fun and positive vibes here and there. If it is your first time of seeing my face, kindly subscribe to this channel for more updates about your migration from your home country to the UK and to other countries, and to get your migration doubts cleared. Right, so in today's video, as you can see, I just closed from work. I'm heading home. My face is a bit crusty and I've lost one earring. I just lost my earring. I've searched everywhere, I can't find it. So yep, you'll be seeing one earring on, one earring off, but you kind of take it like that, and just the information is what is important for you. So a lot of you guys have been asking me to talk about OET and where to get the materials, and how to go about OET registration and all of those bits. I did a video about a year ago where I spoke about how to study for your OET 2.0 and how to assay your OET at first attempt. And I'm very confident to share this kind of information because I am the first Ghanaian to have written OET 2.0 and passed, and so that is why I'm confident and I always talk about OET 2.0. So I took my OET 2.0 in 2019, and the thing is that at that time OET was not in Ghana, so I had to travel all the way to Abuja in Nigeria to sit for my OET exams. And guys, it was very expensive because taking into consideration your transportation in and out, your hotel. I lodged in a hotel for like close to 2 weeks, just studying for the OET. I studied comprehensively for 12 weeks and I assayed the OET at first attempt. And that is why I'm telling you guys, don't give up on your dream of migrating from your home country into the UK because of the English language requirement. I did a video prior to this where I talked about the NMC of UK changes that is going to be implemented in January 2023. And I think it's good news for us. But as we wait for that, or as you are preparing for that change to be implemented, you can study to write your exam moving forward, just to make sure that you move into the process when it is being implemented. So I remember after I passed my OET in 2019, I started collaborating with stakeholders and talking to stakeholders to try and get OET 2.0 into Ghana, because at that time it was only Nigeria and I think one other African country that had OET centers in there. So we were also kind of like fighting for it to come to Ghana. And after I went to Nigeria to write my OET, most of my friends and even people I don't know also went to Nigeria. So it made them understand that, listen, there are a lot of us that want to write OET. And we held conferences. I remember I did seminars in Accra, Kumasi, just preaching and talking about OET and the reason why we need a center and the reason why people will find OET a bit more flexible to assay than IELTS. And I am so excited and super stoked that after I did a couple of videos talking about OET, some of you guys wrote OET and you also assayed it at your first or second attempt. The good news for my Ghanaian OET writers or OET test sitters, those of you who have yearned to write OET. Some of you even write me emails saying that, listen, we want to write OET in Nigeria, but looking at the cost of transport and the cost of lodging in a hotel and everything, coupled with the fact that the OET test itself is very expensive, we cannot afford it. So the good news, guys, is that you want to know the good news. OET Center is now in Accra, Ghana. Like, as in, there is an OET Center in Ghana. and it is situated in Wisconsin University. So the test center is in Wisconsin University, and you can take the paper-based OET test. So this is not a computer-based. So when it started off, they started with a computer-based, and the NMC of UK was not recognizing the computer-based for some reason. But now good news is there is an OET paper-based center in Ghana, guys, and it's in Wisconsin University. This video is not sponsored and nobody is paying for it, but I just felt like giving you guys this piece of information so that you are updated and you know that now OET test is in Ghana. Woo! That's good news, guys. That's so much good news. And for those of you who have been asking where to source OET materials or where to get OET materials, I tried to respond to some of you in your emails, but there were other emails I couldn't follow up on due to my tight schedule. So I'm making this public. If you want to get OET materials, which is quite difficult to come about as compared to IELTS, you can go on to Google PDF Drive, and there are free downloadable materials about OET that you can use, and even for IELTS that you can use in studying. So you can get the OET reading materials in books like Kaplan. I recommend Kaplan book because Kaplan is very detailed and it gives you like a typical scenario of what happens in the OET setting or what happens in the OET exams. No question is repeated. Actually, it is not like there are going to be repeat questions from what you'll be seeing in the OET books, but it gives you a very good reflection and a vivid example of what the test day typically looks like and things that can be asked in the questions. So I recommend you to use Kaplan book, which is free and downloadable on Google PDF Drive. Apart from that, you can follow people like Jay of E2 Language. He is on YouTube. He is also a very good tutor. So apart from the tuition I did, this Jay from OET was like my go-to person for clarification for everything, because I found out that he takes his time to go into details to explain what needs to be done at each point, especially in the reading. Guys, the fact that we are saying, or I am saying, that you can go for OET does not mean that OET is that easy, because people have written OET also for a couple of times and they are not able to get their required band score because it's also an English language test. But I believe that with intense preparation and with, constant studying, I did it, and so I know you can also do it. I studied comprehensively for 12 weeks for my OET test. I sat for it, and at my first attempt, I nailed it. I got my required band score, and so I know and I'm confident that you can also do it. So if you are planning to take a test and you are a Ghanaian, or even if you're not a Ghanaian and you are in a neighboring country and you don't have an OET test center in your country, you can travel to Ghana to take your OET test. And I wish you all the best, really, that you make it, at first attempt as I did. Somebody will ask, is it worth it to take OET test instead of like writing IELTS, multiple times? Is it worth it? Well, it's based on your personal expectations and what you want in life. But I feel like it's worth it investing into a test that will make your dream come to pass. That is basically what I think. And no matter the money you spend to kind of like write the exams or anything, you can make it up when you actually eventually get your desired band score and you get your job, whether in the UK or any country. You can make it up. You can actually get that money in replacement. So I think it's a good investment. It's a reasonable investment. You are investing into your future, into your generational future and everything like that. So I think it is a very good investment. Somebody may ask which countries accept OET for their registration. At the moment, you can't use OET to study in most of the countries. I'll leave a link in my biodata page or in my description box that'll tell you the countries that accept OET and the countries that do not accept OET. But at the moment, the UK accepts OET in addition to IELTS to prove your English language proficiency. However, the USA does not accept OET. So if you're going for OET, you should know that you cannot use it for a country like in the USA, and you cannot also use it to go to school in most of the countries. So with this being said, I'll draw a curtain to this video. If you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I wish you all the very best in your OET preparation, and I hope to see you at the top really one day. I wish you all the very best. Study comprehensively, study like your life actually depends on it, and make it at your first attempt. I wish you the very best in your preparation to get into the UK and to other countries of your dream, and I hope to see you at the top. Until we meet again in my next video, guys, is bye.